The Miami LNG facility has produced over 100 million gallons, or 8 TBTU of LNG. We have carried out over 6,700 deliveries to our customers with an additional 2,600 rail loadings. The plant has run at an average reliability of 97% over the last 5 years. Let's take a tour of the facility. The process to create liquefied natural gas for customers in our South Florida community and abroad starts at the Florida Gas Transmission Line, adjacent to the Miami LNG facility. The pipeline, jointly owned by Energy Transfer and Kinder Morgan, brings natural gas to Florida from the Gulf Coast. The 5,300-mile system interconnects to the Miami LNG facility via a short, 1-mile-long interconnect spur developed by New Fortress Energy to supply the facility with natural gas. As natural gas enters the Miami LNG facility via the lateral spur, the first point in the liquefaction process is pretreatment. At this phase, the natural gas is stripped of any impurities, such as water, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen sulfide. Once pretreatment is complete, the gas consists of 96% methane, 2.5% ethane, and trace amounts of other gases and heavy hydrocarbons. The next stop for the molecule is liquefaction. The molecule enters the cold box. As the gas is cooled, we remove BTEX and C6+ components. As we continue to cool to negative 260 degrees Fahrenheit, we begin making LNG that takes up only 1/600th of the volume required for a comparable amount of natural gas, making it easy to store and ship to locations across the world. Chart is one of the leaders in the LNG industry. From the early days of pioneering heat transfer solutions for cryogenic liquefaction to today's green energy challenges, Chart's lifecycle team is top-notch and has parts readily available. The Chart C100N is designed to produce 100,000 gallons of LNG a day. The Miami LNG facility has the ability to drive production as low as 42 gallons per minute and as high as 105,000 gallons on a daily average. The liquefied natural gas, now at negative 260 degrees Fahrenheit, flows into one of our 3 90,000-gallon storage tanks via vacuum-jacketed piping. The cryogenic storage tanks can hold the LNG for significant periods of time with minimal boil-off rates. The tanks, with a total of 270,000 gallons of storage, represent nearly 3 full days of production. Adjacent space allows for the development of an additional 2 90,000-gallon tanks, which could expand the on-site storage to 450,000 gallons, or 5 full days of production. To transport volumes out of the facility to our downstream customers, Miami LNG is capable of utilizing both rail and trucks. For domestic transport, Miami works with Florida East Coast Rail and employs its own DOT drivers who operate and deliver LNG via LNG-fueled trucks from the facility's LNG supply. The facility is equipped with 2 truck loading bays. These bays have the ability to load LNG at 250 gallons per minute and can operate simultaneously to maximize efficiency. The loading process is done with ease and achieves a high flow rate due to pumps supplied by Nikiso, a world leader in cryogenic equipment. The containers and tankers, now filled with LNG, depart the facility for local customers in South Florida, as well as to local ports for onward shipment to Caribbean customers. ISOs can be trucked directly to local ports. There are 4 ports located nearby the site. The Miami LNG facility currently services customers in the Caribbean via Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale and the Port of Miami. Port Everglades and the Port of Miami both moved over 1 million TEUs in the last year. All of the Miami LNG facility's trucks are equipped with Samsara, an advanced remote monitoring system. The system provides real-time data on each truck, including speed, mileage, and location, as well as both driver-facing and road-facing cameras. The Miami LNG facility is uniquely positioned to fuel the train with LNG due to rail loading equipment installed directly on site. The facility is unique in that it is also able to send ISOs via rail to local ports via Florida East Coast Railway's Hialeah Rail Yard, a mere few hundred feet from Miami LNG. The control room manages and controls all the terminal's processes, including, but not limited to, the reception of locomotive tenders with FECR, the loading of LNG at our 4 weighted scales and its transport to the storage tanks, control and view of the facilities, 24/7 security monitored camera system, fire and gas monitoring systems, and BOL system and Samsara to monitor where the drivers are picking up or delivering LNG. The Miami LNG Facility Operations Team coordinates and schedules all of the loadings and shipments to customer sites. The team dispatches in-house drivers and coordinates the use of any third-party deliveries that are required. All ocean freight brokering, import-export paperwork, and customs documentation is carried out by the in-house team. The facility has approximately 4,200 feet of perimeter fencing, a 24/7 guardhouse, and a retractable, remote-controlled gate. Miami LNG is also equipped with CCTV cameras that are monitored 24/7. To date, the facility has experienced 0 security concerns. Thank you for your time. We look forward to discussing the process further and hope that you will have the chance to visit our one-of-a-kind facility in person.